potatoes. Okay, and that's a moringa tree. These are moringa trees right here. There's a couple more. They'll make it through, I'm not worried about them. Some oregano seed starts. White willow. Hallelujah. A couple of other things. We got some rosemary and some more goji berry. Propagating them. Once I master this, yeah, they'll be for sale. Actually, I already mastered the goji berries. So if you're looking for goji berries, let me know. I'll be having some of them soon. Look at these potatoes. I have 4 beds like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I will be very excited about these. Hush, but the cool thing about these are a lot of these are actually potatoes, seed potatoes from our property. We grew potatoes before in a different area, and I wanted to grow them in some raised beds, but we never harvested any of those potatoes really. So we have a ton of seed potatoes over there. So my beloved brother David let me know. He said, hey brother, why don't you leave those potatoes in the soil down there, let them grow there year after year. You'll have seed potatoes to grow them in your other location. Like, we'll take the big ones out, but if I leave them down there in the soil, we will have a never-ending amount of seed potatoes. I'll never have to buy them again. So that is the plan. Now these are just 4 of my beds. I have plenty more beds of potatoes. I'm just showing you these because these are the first ones that have popped up, as you can see. So here are those seed potatoes that we harvested from our other garden. This is 1 bag out of probably, the children were harvesting them, 5. So we actually had to plant some of these beds, which I was not intending to plant with potatoes. And then we have some longer beds that we're planting with potatoes also. So we're gonna have an abundance of potatoes. Oh, shalom, falling on shield, welcome again to the rock. This is radishes. We eat a lot of radishes here. And because of when winter ends, we are so excited to finally eat fresh greens. We usually throw radishes in to get some fresh greens immediately right off the bat. I love cooked radish greens. I love raw radishes. Then we got some bulb onions. And yes, there's a reason why I planted them so close. It does involve heavy feeding. Just some of our bulb onions. It does involve heavy feeding, so we have to constantly make compost. I have, I think right now, 15 beds that look like this on our property. Some are bigger, but this is the smallest size of my compost bins of chicken manure. We got garlic growing in a section that I was not intending to. I was telling y'all about this, how we planted rows of garlic, and then I decided to build a greenhouse. So here's the greenhouse, and if you look inside the greenhouse, you should be able to see garlic in there. Garlic down here. Anyways, we're gonna have a live stream today, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. We will be finally talking about submission leadership. You know, that saying, you know, I'll submit when he leads correctly. We're gonna talk about that. We're also gonna talk about obedience versus submission. I oftentimes hear those interchangeable, but if you look in the Bible, you'll see that they are actually 2 different words. And I'm just showing you these things right now to get you inspired. And I really don't believe that people need inspiration. You know, Yah's word should be inspiration enough. And I know some people want to see it. Oh my gosh, it can be done. You know, these are the garden beds that I'm making out of the cedar, and I still haven't pulled the wood off off the cedar. I have another bed or 2 to put here between that bed and that bed. But you see the size of some of these beds, and they're gonna go all the way over there. I'm gonna end up getting rid of that. We probably have right now 70 or 80 beds, and I probably have another 40 or 50 to do, along with 2 or 3 more greenhouses, because food. And I know, you're like, oh no, he's back on that again. Yes, I'm back on the food. I know that I haven't talked about it for a minute, but I don't for 1 second want you to think that this world is in panic mode. Food, hey, hush! Food is in panic mode. Countries are still in panic mode. I know that because, well, I don't hear it in the news and I'm not hearing anything. No, there's still a panic mode. There's still countries that are unsure what their food's gonna get. The war in Ukraine, where a lot of the wheat grows, is still going on. And now we got, for some reason, right after we had all these fires and food processing facilities and food storage areas, now suddenly, for some reason, none of the barges and none of the trains can stop crashing. So now our water supply, well, most people's water supply is contaminated around these crashes, whether it be methanol or the chemicals that happen, the Palestine crash. There's a continuous attack on food and water. And it seems like they're just slowly forcing everybody into this control grid. Some of my brothers sent me some articles about they want everything to be within 15 minutes. So you don't have to go 15 minutes from your house. And they're moving in that direction. Here's another garden bed right next to my chicken coop. Right next to my greenhouse. Chicken coop's right there. And then I know Sister Ebony did a video. We also got some. And those are raspberries planted next to the chicken coop. We're gonna let the chickens get them when they grow tall enough and go inside of there. And then here we got mint. You hear that thunder in the background? The storm's coming. Here's one of my what is an amaranth. Now we do have some wild lettuce growing here. Well, it's not wild; it's from last year's harvest. It's seeded itself and coming back up. We have a lot of that happening. But you see right here, all this is going to be amaranth. And then this is one of my smaller garden sections. I also have a field I'm growing of amaranth because of the grain and the greens, and they eat it. They love amaranth. And then also the goats like the stalks. You see the little ones up there on the hill? There's a rock, for those of you who want to know, hey, you have a rock? Yeah, those are two new just born. You see the mamas right here, and then there's one, and there's the other one playing on top of the rock, taking their hooves down. But food production, and food storage. I'm not telling you what to do, but I am telling you that what we are doing is some more lettuce. Is with the way the world is going, there is no reason, that you should not be in or putting yourself in a position to take care of yourself and your family. Brothers, this especially pertains to y'all. Taking care of our family is it is of the utmost importance. Yah blessed us with our families. And that's going to require, especially as times continue to get worse, the money begins to, our dollar gets devalued further. It's going to take more and more to feed your family. This is one of the reasons why coming out of her, growing your food, becoming as self-sufficient as you possibly can, getting skills, you think about the simplicity of life when you live this. We got eggs, we got chicken, we have goat, so there's more meat, we have milk, we have vegetables, we're growing grains. Wheat, I don't plan on growing. Mathematically, and what the sisters were telling me, they get more for amaranth, and it's easier to process than they would for wheat. So, taking the time out. There they go. Look at that. Look at the little ones. There's Mama. Because it's raining right now, so they're all running into the house to get out of the rain. This is what, my children handle the goats. They know how to handle the goats, almost every part of the goats, from deworming, to knowing what it is when they have a worm infestation, to handling their hooves, knowing what their droppings should look like, what a healthy goat's droppings look like, to knowing when they need minerals, when they need molasses, when they need a different type of feed. Right now, the goats are enjoying the acorns, even though their pen is full of chickweed and grass. They want to eat the acorns. It's just a beautiful, beautiful life. And my children will be inheriting this. They'll be able to push this vision further. But as society keeps falling down, you're going to want to be able to produce your own food. And I can't tell you how important that is and how important it's going to continue to become as we approach this time where things are going to be going, parabolically, hyperbolic, maybe that's what it's called. It's going to be going a straight drop down. And you want to make sure that you're in a position to be able to feed your family, to protect your family. Train. If you're not training, if you don't have a firearm and you can legally own, get it and train. Don't sit back and think that the police are going to be there to protect you. Stop letting everybody else take your responsibility. They're going to provide your food. They're going to provide your protection. They're going to provide your water. They're going to provide you. You better start taking control of some of this stuff. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in a bad position. Anyways, I have some fencing. There's one there. And then I have them lined around. I'm expanding the goat pen because I'm going to be doing more goats. So I got to get at it. Hopefully I'll see you tonight, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time for the live stream. Just want to show you a little bit of the gardens and just share this information. Next week we'll be talking a lot more about food and food production and what is coming in this world as far as food goes. Anyways, bless y'all. Shalom.